Welcome to Lapland! So 6 kilometres along the road is Santapark, and it's got a hotel next door to it, which we're getting picked up from later to go on an evening experience in the forest with the elves and to meet Santa. So this is Santapark here. We're just about to walk up. It says, "Welcome to Santapark." So it's a very short walk up from the car park, but it's a lovely walk because it's got these things in the forest as you're walking up. So lovely reindeer and these lit up little domes that look like little huts of the elves, which is just magical before you get to the entrance. The entrance is up here on the left hand side. Everything is covered and it's indoor, which makes this a different kind of experience than Santa Village. So it doesn't really give a lot away from the outside, but at the very top there is a map here that shows you all the different places that you can visit while you're in Santapark. So we've got the Elf Workshop, Santa's Office, the Magic Train, the Post Office, and go under the crossing of the Arctic Circle, as well as going to the Ice Gallery and Ice Bar and Mrs. Gingerbread's Bakery. There's an elf school as well as shops and dining area too. I think each year will be very similar, but these were the 2021-22 opening times of Santapark. So when you enter through the doors, you walk through a cave and down a small incline to the ticket office. You've pre-purchased your tickets, but you don't have to pre-purchase them. You can pay at the desk here when you arrive. And leave your jackets here, but we knew there was an ice bar, so we kept them for wearing during the trip and also to save some time as well. SC for Santa Claus, look in the front of his car.
He's really made a St. Nicholas.
Yes. So as you're walking around, there are many things to see, like Santa Claus's car, but it's decorated so nicely, and there's shops dotted all around the place where you can purchase souvenirs as you walk around to all the different locations. You can even mail your post from outside the post office. They've done really well. They've mixed in the toy sorting here along with the actual shop, so it doesn't feel like you're walking into a shop. It kind of feels like it's part of the place, which is really good. You can choose different toys, souvenirs, as you would expect. Santa's post office is very busy and very messy, but you get to see where all the letters are sorted as they come through, and you get to see the full place in action, which is really nice to see. It is also possible to purchase things in the post office as well, and we picked up a couple of these lovely embroidered Christmas tree decorations, as well as a snow globe with Santa in it and a singing carousel. Hello! You can tell the different areas that you're walking into because the decor slightly changes and the things that are available to buy change slightly. And you can tell that we're about to go into the ice bar just by how it looks. You don't need to have your jackets for this section, so you can leave them at the entrance. You do get provided with shawls and blankets to keep you cozy while you go to this one location, so don't worry about that. So when you walk in, you get greeted by a lovely ice princess, and you get to take in all the beautiful ice sculptures that are carved throughout the room. There are some lovely igloos for the children to play in as well, and there's also the ice bar where you can partake in some iced drinks, whether they be alcoholic or non-alcoholic, so the children can join in too. Because it's very, very cold, so you have to drink it very slowly. The ice princess is just so lovely, and she chatted away to the children so well, and the children were just absolutely mesmerised by her, which was just so magical, and it made it such a special treat to do, to have an ice drink in the ice bar in Lapland.
They are made out of ice, so it's slippery and very, very cold. So be careful with that, okay?
Wow! Kitos! Say kitos! Kitos! My tongue's just long enough. Over 500 years old.
Yes.
You look amazing. You need to drink more.
You know, cold is going to give you a little bit younger style.
There's no time constraints in here, so you can spend as little or as much time as you like in here. We stayed a little while, enjoyed the ice bar and let the children have a play around in the igloos, and we just love seeing all the ice sculptures as well. But you can decide yourself how long you wish to spend in each of the locations throughout Santa Park. There's no restrictions where they're rushing you around, which is great. It means that you can choose when you want to move on from each activity, which is nice. Hello, elves! Say hello!
What a lovely human!
Oh, human!
Hello, where are you from?
Scotland!
Scotland! Wow! What's your name?
It's so lovely that there are elves dotted around the place as well that they can speak to, they can speak to. And the only things that are time constraining are there are certain shows and the elf school's on at a certain time as well. So it's best to plan around. At the end of this clip, I've got some music over this because obviously I can't play the actual music on YouTube, so I will play some other music over the top of it. But you get to see the elf acrobatics, which is amazing. The elf school, we actually weren't able to go to one of the slots, so the lady was very kind and took us in and let's have a little bit of a private showing, which was very kind of her. All the elves were so lovely and so kind, as you would expect in Lapland. Such a truly magical show, and it fills you with such Christmas spirit. As you can see, there are certain times that you can see this show, but it's definitely worth planning to come and see it. This is where you can cross the Arctic Circle underneath the ground. That's just outside the ice bar. And as I said, we didn't have a chance to come to the elf school on those times that are on the board here, so we were kindly let in for a private session. How lucky! We had to keep it a secret, but I'm kind of sharing it on YouTube, so that kind of goes out the window. But how lovely does this look?
Oh, look what's in here.
There we go. Thank you. Look, guys. Thank much. You've made my day. Thank you. You've made my day. Hats.
Really having a very good.
Wow, elf magic.
Shouldn't do this, okay? So maybe not put it on Instagram.
Oh no, well this is for YouTube. We won't put it on YouTube, don't worry. I cut the video short there so that you don't spoil the elf magic and you can come and see it yourself. But this is so amazing. It's all decorated so perfectly. There's a map on the wall, and I will let you hear what the dots represent.
As they help us get places really quickly. And the red lights are all the gift wrapping stations. And these are important because when Santa's got his sled, it gets too heavy with all the presents. So he goes and picks them up from all the different places.
That is amazing. That is so special. Yeah. And what were the blue lights, sorry?
The blue lights are the elf tiptoe walking path.
Oh, wow.
So they help us get places really quickly.
There is so much more that you can see, and if you are able, you can stay in these little lodges that are on the site right beside Santa Park, which allows you to go back the next day. There really is so much that you can see in this area. You could easily spend a good few days doing it. We just did the one day, which I think made it really special because you weren't spending too long in each area, and maybe getting bored in certain sections, but it just makes you feel so Christmassy. If you are heading to Lapland, and to Saariselkä in particular, then please don't forget to check out my full video on Lapland, which I've linked here.